Hello. Hello. My mic working? I hope so. Else it would be very awkward that you guys can't hear me. And hi Syphilis, hi Geeky. Congrats on being first and thank you very much for the daily research, Syphilis. You're up to 60. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if you can make 70 this year. Depends on if I actually stream 10 more times this year, but you know. Hello, Geeky. And it's you one on Hound Hour. Let's go. Let's go. Did I turn it back on? Yes, I turned that back on. That's good. That's good. I should probably turn this on as well. Even though it probably will not be hearable most of the time. But it is a little bit soft background noise for me as well, which I kind of enjoy. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, today, I'm hoping to make some big progress with Create. Because last weekend, I said that in the week I would work on Create. And basically the only thing we did this week, because I just hadn't had the time, is this, basically. And then the 4 windmills that are out there. I have not yet connected them at all down here, so that's probably the first thing we're gonna do today. As well as put in the blobs of wool down here to generate even more power that's not visible. And then route it all into one of these walls over here. I still don't know what I want to do with the walls either way. Except for here, but I need more. I need more of these. But that's something else entirely as well. Hi, Syphilis! I should have the space here, right? Yeah, I can definitely extend this out further. Maybe I should use a build wand. I think that's easier to get done than using Ultimine. Do I have... I know I built a wand earlier in the season. And I don't think I have it anymore. No. So let's just create an iron one because even though I didn't have much time, like yesterday I was almost gone for the entire day. Work, then to a friend in the afternoon, and then after dinner I had D&D, so I just was AFK the entire day. Which helps with, of course, the iron situation. And oh, right, I do need to use these because here I have a nice button to switch to the iron wand. But how have you guys this day been? Right. Tools. That is most silky touch. Yeah, that's fine. Syphilis is mass bombing us. I don't have, so let's select. I will need to get that sorted. Yeah. I can only do that now there. I will need... Okay. First up, this thing definitely needs mending and breaking. The wand. So let's get that on there. Breaking. Let's get soulbound as well, because, you know, why not? I should probably also go check. The shop situation. This one doesn't have anything to buy. Were you able to blast people off the map, Syphilis? Definitely need more. Alright, let's just... These are always good to buy. And there we go. So I can just dump these in there. Look at that. I have more than 1,000 golden carrots in my backpack that are just auto-feeding me. Yeah, you know what? Let's go check the shop real quick. What the... We did sell some stuff. There's not really any case that needs to be restocked at the moment, so let's just take the diamonds. And then also put in these two. Because we definitely did get space to put them in there. Yeah, these go to 2,000 something, so got plenty of space in those. Alright, home base. Because we don't need to be at the thing anymore. Right before stream I also made a ton of andesite alloy, and as well as how do you call it? I forgot. I am so good at remembering stuff. So good. I basically just do that and it should be good. I really can't remember what I was about to say. Oh well. Oh well, it's fine. Right, I made a lot of iron sheets and andesite alloy, which I'll put into there. Because we'll be needing that when we start connecting stuff, and we need the wood, we need a lot more. And it seems I need the dirt back, because there's still some... no, that just 2 stacks should be good. Is this gonna be... no. So if I just do that, it should be fine. Right. I changed where the tool is. Mm-hmm. I went one. Yeah, it should be fine. And that was connected to that. Oh, wither. Wither time. Heyo, Dimitro. There should be I can just do that. That's fine. Pretty well, pretty well. How's it going over there? There we go. A bit meh. Alright. Let's clear out. A pretty tough day yesterday. Headache. It is almost all the stone that I have. And 4 more. There we go. Hope the headache gets away soon enough, Dimitra. Siffy. You've become addicted to fishing, as in fishing in Cobblemon syphilis? Because if so, I completely understand. So, someone has to fish. And it's probably gonna be me as well, but... I'll just put in that as well. You said that the Spawn Lake make use of your rod. Have you put on Lure and Luck of the Sea already, Syphilis? Because those do help with Pokemons as well. It got all the good stuff, found some enchanted rods on your travels, but only the 2 instead of 3. Well, if you want lure free, there is this one shop on Spawn that sells it for 1 diamond. Just, you know, a quick FYI that's a thing. No, you can just override it. That's simple enough. You can just override it. I think someone is farming withers. Bloop. Problem is you lack levels. Well, I can always put it on your rod. I think I'm gonna get 8 more. There we go. 34 gearboxes should be plenty, right? To connect the let's get, yeah, it's 4. What was, I should probably also check up on this. I need to get a gear shift and an adjustable chain drive as well, because I could get a ton of good stuff from that. I do think I want this to go. There we go. Put it like that. You gotta start mastering bait. I've seen there are some that boost. Yes, yes, there are. There are also some that boost certain typing or certain egg groups as well. So that might be something you want to look into as well. Scroll the wiki. One more down and then like that. You become a master fisherman. Maybe you can start selling fisher stuff. Fishing stuff. Definitely need one more of. Cobblemon chat in Discord. Oh god. That is how quests work, yeah. No repeatables work like that. I do think. Well, apparently it's dark enough there for blazes to spawn. For information for everyone that was wondering why a blaze spawned there, there's a spawner right there. Alright. Turn around. Can I? Yeah, there it goes. And then yeah. If I'm correct, it should now no longer spawn here. You build a Gyarados sanctuary and offer them for adoption. Oh, that's a pretty good one. The only downside is that you'll need to get a random other Pokemon for it in return. Alright. I need to turn that one the other way. Alright, good to know. And then rotate a different way. This is something that will probably happen a little bit more. Because I don't know if all of them are turning the correct way. And I know this then might look a bit weird. There will be more dailies later. Will be more dailies later. We can work together to get them done faster. Syphilis wants to battle everyone. Me. Yep. Now that can be done like that. I could have just put in another. You do it like this, yes. Rigged. Gratskiki. All right. Look, that's good. I could just bring this down to that level. And then I'm gonna see if this one turns the right way as well. It is looking like it. Yes, okay, good. All right, I am gonna put this one against this wall. These will be covered up later. This question, can I still fit through? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I could just do this. Then I'll just need to go around the corner when I get up there. Oh, this one is correct. I just needed to change rotation of 1. Yeah, that's right. It is the fine. It is the fine. Alright, so at least those are now all connected. I should probably get a bunch of wool. The question is, do I have wool in here? 1, 2. That's 2 stacks, that's 31. Yeah, that's fine. And then I will be needing the windmill bearings. Where did I leave them? Did they just... They should be in here. Or did I put them somewhere else? I don't think I put them in here, right? No. Definitely need to get bigger chests, but... Are they... No, that's just limestone. Which needs to be brought downstairs, but it's a different story. Same with a bunch of this wood as well. And a bunch of this stuff over here. Oh, I just remembered. I don't have to go to the nether to fill up these blaze burners. Can just do this. Which completes a quest as well, if I can correct. Yeah, sentient fireplace. Ooh, this is gonna be rotational speed controller. From the other reward, I got a saw. That's pretty good. Rotational speed controller, where? Ah, this one. This one is also pretty easy to do. Got those two. Just need the box as well. Yeah, I don't have brass yet, but now with these, I can get them. Just have to remove that one. Put it like that. Now I just need a stack of... Well, that's convenient. 43, 43. It's not necessarily a stack, but it gets the job done. And I think to call should get this one going. Alright, we can at least get brass now, so that's a huge milestone already. Got the power connected, but still, where did I leave the windmill bearings? And if I do that, you can see them here. Because I know I crafted a ton of them. Not in there, they're not in the shulker. No. Some sounds... Yeah, okay. I could make a bunch more. That one? No. I'll just need to grab a bunch of these. How much can I make? 24. I'll start with 8. So I need 16 stacks of wool. Let's dump that. I got 2, which is 14 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Eight stacks. I just need 8. It's 10, so 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be plenty. And you guys might be saying, but making a sheep farm might be more effective. It might, but we're not doing that. Why would we be effective when we can do it fun? Alright. Time to create the first blob. It's gonna be a 5x5, and I am using this area for it. So before that, let's 1, 2, 3. Then this is the middle point. So over there. Seems about right. That's one of the blobs. This is gonna rotate, by the way. I do think I need to get the, you know, the glue, the super glue that is upstairs in the schematic cannon, because that's where we last used it. There it is. Almost gone. We should still have plenty to get these done. At least it should. And then goes to there, and then this one goes there. One, two, three, 1, 2, and then over here for the next one. This is gonna be very ugly to look at. I am gonna be very honest with you guys about that. But it is a cheap trick to get a ton of power relatively easily. So once again, we do it like this, and then that to... not connected there, but that one. And now to show you guys that this works. Look at that. And what we're gonna do with connecting that, it's very simple. It's just gonna be something like this. Oh, right. That's moving the same way, and that's moving the same way. So these will connect. Nope. Oh, right. In that case, I'll just use and diggies. Two, 1, 2, and just do it like this. It's the boring process of spamming some wool down. This basically, there are 4 up. Upstairs, and this basically should triple the amount of power we'll be getting from in total. Turn the other way. There we go. This is not looking good, is it? And now we got 7 times 8,000 stress units, basically. And if I copy this over to over here. So if I'll do that and then build this first, then it's basically just doing this. A border of life, and then the last 25. With that like that. Theoretically, if I would push this back 2 blocks, it would be perfect, but this is fine. Let's get those. I could enchant this, right? Yeah, I can add mending on it. Photosynthesis, slowbound, unbreaking, curse of vanishing. Should I just add photosynthesis to this? And then just stand outside with it for a bit. Oh, right, yeah. I should probably put some books on this on this glue. Especially mending, because then I can just quote-unquote refill the glue with my XP. Alright, with all this stuff, I should probably do some trading. Just to get some of the levels I'll need to enchant the stuff. Luckily, it's quite easy to get the levels with trading. Put some of the emeralds back, and then combine that, put that there. And there we go. Fully restored. Hello, Slackov. Now, progress on the mons. I might have already done. Seen it on the left side, but we got a Laren now, a Doublade, and Corviknight 32, Quilladin 33, Magneton 34. I don't know if I've showed you this guys yet. And then Noibat is 33. And apparently, right, I get giving you the Sharpie to hold. Yes. I don't need extra stickiness. Two, sorry, 4, 5. And then just need that. There we go. Good music. Yeah, it's the Minecraft OST. Nice and calming. And if I'm focusing up, then you guys still have some sounds. Sorry. For those wondering what was banned, it's the spam bot with you know, best viewers, blah 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 blah. I'm always like, but I already have the best viewers. Those are the viewers that are here that don't get paid to be here. Those are the best viewers you can wish for, right? Right? How does the painting mod work? All right, let me. You get but not by me, not by me. Or are you paid with entertainment? Because in that case, then yes, you get paid. Yep. Graffiti. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then you get paid in entertainment. So you have either graffiti or a painting. It basically works the same. Graffiti is made with this, just 7 dye, gunpowder, and a bucket. And then you get 8, but you also have these paintings, which is basically 9 paper and 1 dye. So the amount of dyes you put in is the amount of graffiti you're getting, but this is dye to graffiti ratio is a little bit better. So you have this graffiti, you just place it on there, you get this white blob, right? Then you right click on that, then if there's a data pack on the server that adds things. No, it's not the vanilla ones, you need to craft the immersive paintings. If there's a data pack on the server, you can see those here. Or you can... I can see all the other players' things as well. Or you can add a new one, which is basically either from your screenshot folder. So you can even make just a screenshot of an area that you like or find beautiful and then load it up in here. Or you can drag and drop an image that's there. So if I would go to my pictures, let's see if I can find one real quick. Yeah, let's use this one. Now we have a picture of Good Times with Scar here. Decently rare. Scarred for life. Exactly. You're getting it. One, two, three. 1, 2. There. I am now just thinking, right? So if I put that there, take out this wand, put it on place mode. And I can just do that. And it's a way quicker way to get these blobs in. It's not the most pretty thing, but it gets the job done. Do 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 do. Right. And then I do need one more. Because I am gonna which one I'm gonna use to connect it to. Because that decides which way everything goes. I think I'm just gonna add it to here. No, that breaks that. Then I do need to go and use this. This means it goes there. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. This one is going the right way. Then I think I need to turn this one clockwise. Yes. And I think this one as well. There. Yay, friend request. Alright, that's a ton of power now already, and I still have enough for 2 more. But for that, I would like to... Then syphilis. As soon as I wave hi, syphilis leaves. Damn. Oh, syphilis is back. Comes in and says hi and then leaves again. Oh, okay, that's weird. Alright, here's a neat little trick, by the way, with Create to save a bit of lag. It's just covering up these shafts. Because shafts, when visible, do need a little bit more RAM things. That's what I'm the technical term. And they do not take up any actual andesite casings. I can just click on them as much as I want with just one, basically. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go and do it like this. This is a pretty cool technique, if I do say so myself. Of course. And I guess... Oh, no, no water. There's some more stone. There we go. There. Something public key. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I did get a response from the Cobblemon stuff. Which is basically the following. A response from one of the Cobblemon team members. Looks like a mod is forcibly assigning data to the player, which is conflicting. This was previously happening to Cobblemon when the Let's Do API was present. So it is an entirely possibility that it is the Let's Do series that is causing the issues. If that is the case, and I am going to test this out on Sunday morning, which might mean there is maybe a little bit longer before the server comes online, because I need to remove all the Let's Do mods and then add a new mod to the server. Because if that's the case, then, you know, and Cobblemon might be the one giving the error, but it is another mod that is causing it. This does say... Yeah, that does. Let's do API. Which, if it is, yeah, it's too bad that Let's Do is not then working, but then does mean that if that's the case, then we'll just switch from Let's Do to Farmer's Delight, probably. So we are gonna go and try that. Also, if anyone has any suggestions for more dailies, then let me know. I'm probably gonna move these to the daily tab as well, but they are behind the monster hunting progression quest, which is this one. Yeah, the only Cobblemon stuff in here is basically these four. Dungeon Master. Yes, you do. You do. A Fortune 3 mending pick. You really? Yeah. Especially the progression quests do give decently good rewards. For example, when getting the specialized storage and the compacting storage, you also get like the storage upgrades 6. Which is a lot of stuff. A lot of extra storage stuff. Oh, we got an ad break. Be right back, everyone. Welcome back from the ad break, everyone. Welcome back. Let's do it. Let's do that. Yeah, those as well. There we go. Still have 2 more spots for some type of wood here. Wait, let's add in the black wood there. So I'll need that. So we black wood and the planks. I don't know. Like the planks of the blackwood, they are pretty different from the normal planks, but yeah, same goes for the redwood planks as well. But yeah. But we now got power. Now we need to get it into this room, and I think I want to get it in through here. So we are gonna go and dig down here a little bit. There is that. Sorry, I have to respond to someone who basically just started playing World of Warcraft for the very first time. So they're asking questions that I can answer. Like that. Up there. There. Alright. Let's get that like that. At about that height, it should be fine. For what we have, then we have the rotation speed controller that I can put in a spot where I do want that. Resolution in this modpack. I'd say a combination between the create vaults and the storage drawers. I think that's the best way to look at that. I will need this. Market quest complete. Look at him coming. Boop. It's just the base stuff as well. Although we do have 3 fertilizer in here as well. Oh, should be fine. Other... I'm getting some fertilizer. Alright. Dirt's making... But this mod pack doesn't really have a computer storage or anything like that, if you're wondering that. Ooh, wait. I do need to get some masons in. There. Okay. I can't get the traders out. Okay, that sucks. Brass. That's fine. Do I have logs? No. Let's get some logs. I think about this shapeless. There we go. There's the quest complete, which means we get another random stuff. Ooh, mechanical press. Not really what I'm looking for, but that's fine. The only thing we need to make from this is a mechanical plow to get that quest complete as well. So let's get... You know what? Let's get all the create stuff, almost all the create stuff out. Because I kind of want to get that into a separate chest. Kinda in a separate chest. Although these can stay, that can stay. Although the copycat stuff is fine to keep in there. Don't have... Give me that. This does have no... Ooh, wait. If that's the case, I can just put that in there. There we go. Now it has its own slot. Display link, rotation speed controller, sequence skill shift. I think I need to get a bunch of those polished. For now, let's put this here. I put in a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to go in here. The rest is all create stuff, right? Yes. Mechanical plow. That's easy. Yeah, that one. Let's get that one real quick. It's that quest completed. What are we getting from it? A mixer, let's go. Then for this is a wrench and a engineering goggles, which we'll need to press some gold for. I think it's 4. Let's put another reef, a wrench on that side, and the goggles as well. That's 1, that's 3, so 4 in total. Let's get those pressed up. Then we'll need some glass, I believe, and string, and that's a cog and stick. You know what? Just gotta just get it all out. Got that one completed as well, and now we just need brass sheets. Apparently, I did 2. What can we do with that? That smart mechanical. Oh yeah, I do need it for stuff, especially the printer. The printer is something I do want to use this season, because it allows me to duplicate enchanted books. I think, yeah. Let's get the brass. Let's get about 10 pressed up. Hey, Lego. Thank you. Enjoy your looking. There we go. And that's that quest completed as well. Let's get another. We got a basin. Woohoo! It is a basin we don't have to make, so that's good. A bunch of those. We do. Flute tank. Do we have? I don't think we have any copper left. We do have sheets, so yeah, we can get those. Do we have barrels? Yes, we do have a few barrels. Good, good. Let's do all 18. There we go. We need, we definitely need those. Water wheel. Yeah, definitely gonna be using that. Experience lantern. What do I need? Ah, right, sponges. And that's definitely only from, yeah. Nothing. Elder Guardian only, yeah. Figured as much. Do you have water wheels? Alright, what are we gonna do next? I do want to see if I can get mechanical craft, which needs electron tubes. So that is quartz with redstone. We got plenty of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those. Which then means we can make a stack of rose quartz. Then we need paper and sand. 1, 2, 8 of them. And then paper also 8. What we can do, and that's just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves, because we did get the deployer in an earlier stream, or in between streams, or whatever, you know. You can put that, not like that. Come on. Yee, okay. I'll definitely need to get don't need that. Gold. I completely forgot why I pressed that gold. Yay. There's one. There's two. Oh. I did have a brush. Brush. Where's the brush? There's the brush. If I do this, then I'll get the paper back, right? Yes, alright, good. Ooh, this might be fun. This might be a fun idea for a minigame where you get a brush with only 2 or 3 durability left. And then there's a ton of these suspicious sand or gravel. And after this one, it should break. There we go. Can I fit on just start in the world? Yes. There's the sandpaper. And this guy goes there. I need to put it there. Put that in his hand. And then I'll need a hopper. Hop, hop. Hop. And then put that there. This will eventually break this. But this is now just temporarily as well, because one other way to get it is using this system. And if you click on it with an item, you get that. A mechanical bearing, alright. I'll just get the leave that running. This should cover it all for 46. Because you don't really need it, this. Okay, yep. For anything else, apparently you can put it combined with that. Just do that, that's fine. Put that there. Alright, next up, what I want to do is create a bunch of more drawers. So, what we're gonna do is use these for some more chests. No. I'm gonna be using these. There we go. And then use this to create a bunch more drawers. Not drawers, drawers. And then what I kinda also wanna do, I want to create 2 more of these. There we go. And then have a bunch more of these. Let's go for 20 for now. Then I want to do basically this. Let's get rid of these 2 for now. So that I can just quietly lock all of these. Like that, and then these were all locked already. Then I can just do basically that and that to connect them up to the system above. Which means that if there's now an automated system putting stuff into the system, it won't go in any of these empty stuff until I put stuff into them, basically. So if they don't have any designation, they will stay empty. We do have a few over here. Yeah, right. I needed to fill those up. So that's my basic starter wall now. If I need to expand that, I can. I am leaving this side and that side open because I want to be able to expand in both directions for future reference, basically. I still don't know what to do with the walls. Because up here we have the the towels, but I want to use something else over there. There's some really nice biomes, I know. Where? Oh damn, you're all the way out there. There's a ton of fun and good biomes out there. Oh, that's a wild Aaron. What level are you? 13. That means my Laren can take you. Ineffective, only metal claws. Normal. Maybe I do want to get some of some progress on the dailies as well today, but my main focus should be on the create workshop. I don't know. I think I'll put this in the floor instead, even though I don't want to see it in the floor either. And the question is, there is no space above there. Because if I remove that, that's then visible. I could create a little bit bigger. That's a possibility. We do have some terracotta. Let's take that out and put it in the big storage downstairs. Although I know for sure that the orange is in here already. There we go. And then put normal terracotta there. Quantify key. I like these. As soon as you start putting create stuff down here, it's gonna go quick. With some tech spawns, really. Supercharged. Mechanical crafter, mechanical arm, smart observers, threshold switch. I could make these. The chain conveyors are not that hard to make, and neither is a stack of chains. It's basically just this. So if I do that and then 2 of those, I can easily make a stack of chains. Boop. That's that task done. And then if I go downstairs, I can get the stuff for a chain conveyor. There. Which is quest complete. What am I getting? Ooh! Corkboard. I can get these two, and then I just need to make a white post box. These. Oh, I can make the table covers. I can make those if I want to. Oh, let's put it down here. Because that's what this chest is for. I can put this in here to make this. And then I cannot turn it back again, which... yeah, not worth it. Boom. Electron tubes. Which now means I can make a ton more stuff. As well as, which is arguably very important, Definitely need to do that. I have a bunch of smooth stone. Yeah, the smooth stone is gonna go down into one of these. There we go. Right at home. No clue when I'm gonna be using smooth stone or why it needs a very big thing, but for me that is a bulk item. Let's get the brass funnels. I could replace this one to get stacks at a time out of there, so if I hold that weapon here, this chicken is dead. That chicken is definitely dead when that happens. But now we need a bunch of mechanical crafters. Well, mechanical crafters is, yeah. All right, so we need brass casing and that. The casing we have here, yes. And we have some wood here, so let's make 8. 24. 3, 9. Plus 12. Should be fine. Alright, definitely needs to be set up here. Let's all point down. And one like that. Yeah. That's good. Then we'll do a, because there it's always just gonna be just more or just the one. For now, it's gonna be. I'll keep it like that. Which now also means I'll need some small cogs, shafts, and gearboxes. Because I want to get it powered from up there. Which is gonna be tricky. Not really, but I do want to speed this one up a tad. Doesn't matter which way it goes. There we go. This is a lot of stress units. I should probably make a speedometer or something. Speed. There. Compass and andesite casing. I probably have a compass in my storage. Probably. Yep, I do. Let's make 2. Or grab 2. Then get those. Stressometer is what I actually want, and then for now, look at that. Stress for nerds. And then just a speedometer, because, you know, why not? Let's go. Alright, next up is the crushing wheels, because I want to make... the first thing I want to make is make an ore processing stuff, so that I can process all of these ores. So we're gonna need to get a... let's just grab a stack. We can get some wool from this chicken. Yeah, we got a bunch of red wool. Which we can then turn into... Let's get 5 for now, because we'll definitely need to get more. We can... You know, let's also just make the normal filters as well. And if I search filter, what's the package filter is zinc. That's the one I will definitely almost practically not use, but to complete the quests. We got a bunch of cogwheels. Pretty good. Pretty good. Less that we need to make, you know. It's all to not make stuff. I do need stone. Yeah, any stone, let's just use granite, because why not? And I know that's a Pokemon. What I am gonna do, however, is connect up the backsides. As soon as it connects up like this, it should go. Yes, it does. Good. So the middle is stone, which means that, and then that. So we can just do that, that, and then bloop. And let's create a few. Look at how quickly that goes. That's how it needs to be. And that's 8 of them. Alright, 8 is plenty to start out with. This is gonna be... I think we need raw, right? Yeah, raw iron. We add that, and then... Can be crushed now. That's too big. I just want to be... Sect C raw materials. And I think that also goes for the zinc. Right, if you put in raw zinc. Yeah, that's also tagged add. And then save. Sada! Hello! Hello, Sada! We are now also gonna go and... Yes. Click on the name in the summary window. And now I can just turn this down. You finished work for the week. Nice. Got any fun plans for the weekend? I hope so. You have some fun plans because that's fun. I will be needing belts. Ooh, oh. Okay. Let's get those back in. Ooh, brats. Oh, let's just stand. It's fine. It's fine. I definitely need to grab a kelp, make a kelp farm, or harvest a lot of kelp. So, ore processing. Which means we crush the raw into crushed raw iron, which we then can either smelt or wash, but we're gonna wash for the extra resources, which means we get clay, gunpowder, quartz, and redstone as extras, which is amazing, which is what we like to see. Doesn't mean I need to make a washing setup as well, which means I'll need a pan. And I think the propeller I have everything for downstairs, right? Oh yeah, for sure. It's too bad we didn't get noise. Alright, that's that. That is the filter we need later. And then now get some drachma. So your friend Burmy, as in from Birmingham, and I found a Burmy. Let's do it to Ah, alright, alright. I think I'm gonna do it like if I crush, and you know what, let's get a filter. So create crushed raw materials. I think that's what we want to tag it as, right? Yes, get that. So we're just gonna send it back into the system. We are giving them a separate slot somewhere where we can just get these crushed. So that's what this area is gonna be used for. Does mean that I need to get a connection from the bottom to the other side of the room, probably. That's fine. So we're working from front, so going there, getting power like this. 2 of those. And then Like that. Oh. Like that. That means that comes out there, and then this is raw materials. It would come out there, and then on this side they're going into that, so like that. And then we have the crushing wheels, like so. And that is a crusher. Now, to connect these two, we have the oak trims, which we are gonna go and connect up from the bottom. If I do a small tunnel, it goes all the way back there. Alright, not gonna do that then. So we're just gonna be easy. So starting from there, it's gonna be like this. And then like that. And this should now connect to the system. There we go. Access to everything. And we don't have that one there. Alright. So now for power. Do I have it coming there? Do we want to pull it under the floor and then get up here? I think that might be the best bet. So what we're gonna do is once again something akin to that. And it's a maxi. Alright. Next. Do I have? I do, which we can do this with, and then add to get chain drives. Now the question is this gonna go in the correct way? Which means we are gonna go and do that, and that's to disconnect them. So nothing comes out when we connect them to the power. It is. Good. Because now we can do it a little bit easier. Because I just remembered we had this guy and this guy. There, and then like that. I will need access to this side. And that's going the wrong way. Good that I checked. It means we need to put it like this. Thrashing need. Alright. Connect that back up. Connect that. Which now there should be coming thrust. And it should not go in right away because we do not have a slot for it. Ew. Apparently we do have slots for it because we did not disconnect it. Alright, that's fine. We can do that. We want this into a... separate thing. We're gonna put that there. And this we want somewhere else. Draki, lock it. Syphilis redeemed a Speak Dutch over on Twitch. And it says... Ik wil de beste Magikarp visser zijn, zoals er niemand is geweest. I will be the very best Magikarp fisherman like no one ever was. The experience nuggies. Which, if I am correct, we don't have the mod that adds more, so we are gonna go and add them right there. There we go. And we can lock that and put it like so. There is crushed. Weird. This is now full, which is completely fine. Do I have a bucket with water? I do have a bucket with light blue dye and a bucket of red dye. But I do not have a normal bucket. Ah, that'll do it. Alright, let's get that bucket. And this washing setup doesn't have to be quick, it just needs to get the job done. Which now means... Oh, wait, I can basically just get another attribute filter. Put in this and then say... can be washed and then add it as the opposite. Cannot be washed anymore. Which then means I can just use basically anything that can get washed, I can just send through there. But that would mean that it sends all the sand through as well. And we might want to keep some sand in the system. So we are now just gonna use this tag to get stuff out of the system. And I think I'm just gonna do it here. So, do I have temporary blocks I can use to get it built? Yes. Which means... if I was to put it not like that. Well, kind of like that. If I was to put it like that, then I can't get there. On the other side, I am running into the same issue, so I cannot reuse this. Which is fine. So I'll just need to make another system. Which means I can put it there, then... Oh, wait, if I put it one back and then get a gearbox. Let's see if it pushes or pulls. It pulls. That is somewhat of an issue, which means that maybe it works on the other side then. Does it? Yes, that blows. Good. Which means I can then do this. Get that in there. because I do need to put a filter on it, I'll need that. And this is cannot be washed. So anything that cannot be washed is now gonna be there. Ooh, this is gonna be... Alright, that's fine. Let's disconnect it real quick. Put that in there. And this now should drop all of that in. We're back. Ad break. Welcome back everyone from Jihad break. Let's go and test this out. There we go, look at that go. The XP is getting sent upstairs, that's good. That's very good. I am definitely gonna need to add in a system. Because I do need to go and check if I have... I don't have the clay balls set up. That's for sure. We can package that, so we might need a compacting. Ah, there's the first one. The zinc, the zinc gets through, and then the when the next one comes in, we got plenty of zinc now. If we go up, there should be a ton of zinc in here now. Yep. Look at that. And no zinc here. What is now getting drained? Is it? I think it's the gold. The copper is gonna be huge as well. Compacting drawers. We do not have. I think these would be fine. Just the pistons in there. All right, yeah, the rest. Let's get the pistons. The rest I can easily get. Let's just do that. There. I don't think it's the gold that's going through now. That. Do I have any clay? I do. So give me, because I want to test this. If I put in clay in here. Yes, good. So we can lock that and quantify it. Because we do not have the space for that there, so we are gonna need to get it down here. Which does mean that we might just, you know, replace one of these with the clay. Redstone is upstairs. Redstone is upstairs. Quartz is upstairs. We don't have the gunpowder in the system because I added in here. So gunpowder. Let's get that out. And gunpowder is one of those items that can be in one of these slots. Quantify key to get that quantified, which is only going to 1,000 something. And rock rush copper. Gonna put that in there. Which is now getting washed, and the copper gave clay balls, if I'm correct. And washed, yes. Gold was the quartz, which is fine, and then iron was the redstone, which is fine. And was the zinc gunpowder then? Yeah, the zinc was gunpowder. Yeah, and that then stays in there, stayed there because I couldn't go anywhere, which it now did. But I think some of it might have despawned because I took too long. That's entirely possible. Which does mean that this one can go back into this there. I am okay with this. That's completely fine. And there's no compacting recipe here, right? Oh yeah, we could make ash, but I know ash cannot be turned back into gunpowder. So we do not want to auto-convert that to ash. If we wanted to do that, then we'll just need to do it manually. What level are you? Lauren can take you. Rock slide. do think I need another wall or segment that has lights like this over on where this is. So basically in this row I might just add a wall type thing there. Yeah, it's now just doing the copper, which is completely fine. Yeah. And this is steadily raising, going up. I do need to see for a void upgrade, which is obsidian with a upgrade template. That's easily enough. We still have one. Got those. There we go. I do want to get that in there to just increase the amount that can be stored there. I think it needs to be empty to remove those. Copper and zinc I now have plenty of. At least for the foreseeable future, which does mean that I could, in theory, just do that. And then get a coal. And get some more brass made. What was something that I wanted to void off when I got too much of it? Let's put it on the gunpowder for now. It's now doing iron, but iron doesn't have a spot yet, so we're just gonna do that. Which means that's down. And the last one is gold. That's fine. This is basically just an ore processor. This line is just I'm just gonna use this for ore. That's all this is gonna do. So if there's no ore to do, I should be able to turn this off. So if I would do a clutch over there, which is very simple, right? Yeah, it is. It is. Just needs a little bit of redstone and the side casings. There. And a little bit of redstone. There we go. Clutch. Let's make a few. Guess we're gonna be needing that. Anyway. Gear shifts is like that, and this is like that. So I can do that. And the normal gear shift I'm missing the underset casing for, so I can just do that. And get that as well. Get the quest done. What did we get? A windmill bearing. Very good. Fogboards are fun, but not quick. Rocker's gold. I should probably set this to exactly stacks of 64. Alright. Most of this stuff is now processed. The iron is sure. Alright, that's fine. The gold is pretty good, and that is pretty good as well. There we go. This is technically a chest that could go down here, because we will be using relatively soon-ish, or at least get some of the stuff up and running. Alright, we got that. Now, if we look at these, we can grind this up to get the liquid experience, which is very good. So, we might want to create these, the mechanical grindstones, which we do not have the stuff for at the time. We need 2 for sure, and it's basically something akin to this, right? To do that, and then that, and then that, which then needs to rotate, which we can easily do. If we do it like that, we could get them rotating. But when do it like this, I can... Alright, I made a clutch to put it in there. Because if you power a clutch, it disables anything that's after it. So what we can do is make another line with the gear change rights, and this is my silky. So what we're gonna do is do this, because this is gonna align underneath that. So we can get a little bit more lights, because it's gonna be a one wide wall, basically just one, just to get some light in. Then what we can do we have sticks in here? No, but we can make some sticks. There is a stick. There is that, and then we have a lever which we can do this, and then this shuts it all off. This entire thing is now shut off. We're gonna keep that. I do have copycat blocks in the system upstairs. Let's use those, because we have these. We have a bunch of copper ores still. let's use that, and then just do this. I don't know yet what I want to do with these, but this may seem to make it seem a little bit smaller. And this is just ore processing, as I said earlier. I do not have a sign, but I do have... Where did it wash off to? All the way over here somewhere? There it is. Because yeah, if I take that away, it is getting dark on that side of the room, so we will need to get some lighting over here. Do we have any temp blocks? Something akin to that. Yeah, I can just use the same pillars, the granite pillars that I have been using to decorate that, and then use the scorcher trapdoors to hide some glowstone. Or I can now also use XP blocks. But I have plenty of glowstone. Trapdoors. Which now needs to be double-sided as well. Oh, that's wrong. They need to be there. I'm missing a few, but it's fine. Yeah. Looks good enough. Still don't know what to do with here, and that does light up the room a little bit more. You have that set up over there. That's good, that's good, that's good. All right. Having the clay. What was the possibility with that? I could sell the clay to masons. Could make masterpiece teacups. Unremarkable. it's there. Okay, okay. Light clay. Dope. It's kind of dope. Clay. Could make a statue. Go there and then get red sand through that, and then wash that red sand to get cold. Fish, granite, or terracotta. Terracotta might be a bit easier because it's just getting clay. All right. I am thinking because what was one of the goals for the create part I wanted to do? An Everstone. Ooh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. And not many people online anymore. Hello, level 15 as well. Let's just throw my Laren at you. Let's put you in the tomb. It's gonna be good question. Good question. We want to make from the XP into liquid XP because what I want to set up is Enchantment Industries printer. Because with a printer we can basically copy books with just some XP. A book and then that, so we can just do that. And if we can get then books, you could use cardboard or set up a leather farm as well. And there are a dozen of ways to get leather. Leatherworker gifts. But I do think I might want to use the cardboard because cardboard is semi-renewable because we just need pulp and then we can use a, for example, a wood farm or even just the a bamboo farm is a possibility as well. This one was I just got a message from one of my bosses that my holiday requests have been accepted for next year. Did need a slight change, which is why it took so long. Else it would have been accepted a bit ago, but yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. Good enough. Alright, that's done. Now I do kind of want to get a cobble generating room going. And just puts it all full with cobble. How much... If I turn this on, how much stress units is it using? In total? It's just the speed. Where's the stressometer? There. How much speed is this using? How much... It's barely using anything. And this does count this, because... And if I really want to make sure, I can just put it there, but even then... It's barely using 5,000 stress units. So this can just run, and then when Len or Roxy come back with a lot of mine materials, it just goes. It just does its thing. Which is good. Which is what it should be doing. What I can do, however, is make glass here, like make some glass here that we can look in. All right, let's get the room decorated and make a secondary room back there. Which does mean I need granite that I put in here, there. I will need to get 2 more stacks. I could use the granite that's in here as well. There are granite tiles. But it's not really what I want to be using, if you know what I mean-ish. Oh. It goes till there. And that till there. Just gonna do something into this over here. Trying to just do that. There we go. Something. Yep. Now, maybe just use oak. No, that's too simple. Because I would prefer to get the, if I look up storage drawers, I kind of want to use a framing table. To change the look of the drawers that I put here, or at least the front side things. To make them look slightly different. Preferably to something that's like what's on there. I think I can put that on under the stairs, right? Yeah, easy enough. Because I do want to. I kind of want to get rid of this over here. kind of want to see what this looks like. I do have the stuff in there to. All right, let's make it. Let's see what it does. If it's actually gonna be rainbowy or if it's. It looks like it's gonna be rainbowy. Let's make a line then. Alright. And is it always... Yeah, alright. Depending on where in the world it's placed, it changes what color it is. Oh, that's kind of neat. Should have still 2 left, right? Yeah. And this, yeah, can only be harvested. Alright, yeah. Ooh, no, that's Cobblemon. Is there stuff from Cobblemon still in here? Alright, Geeky, have a good night. That can stay in there. These come on out. Because you guys are gonna go over here. Oh, what? I should probably... do that. And then they can go in there. Thank you for lurking here, Geeky, and being here and all that kind of stuff as well. Just that, right? Yeah, alright. That's fine. You do have andesite alloy, right? Yep. Syphilis mass bombing! No! Run! Run! Oh. I think it was quantify key, right? Yes. Do you guys have any idea what kind of decoration or what kind of wall I should put in here? When you look at this, it's maybe oaky stuff, but I don't really feel oak stuff, if I'm gonna be honest. And to use limestone that I'm used from the ceiling might be a little bit too much as well. There's diorite or another granite block, but I think then it's gonna be a little bit too much. Also kind of want to get it inset as well. Could use stone Already using stone here together with andesite and tuff. Definitely don't have enough tuff, and there is no way to generate tuff either. At least not with base create, there's no way to get tuff. You have the cobble deep slate. I'm already using that up here in that. Yeah, maybe I'll just use stone, because we got plenty of stone because of all our digging. And I don't have to necessarily use tiles. I can also use the plates and the pavers. I think I'm gonna use pavers at the bottom and then do normal stone brick on top of that to start out with. Let's see. Let's do a few segments and see what it looks like. Let's just use this to get under here and then back there. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's put something like this. Just get that, and then just pull the room further that way. I do think it's fine. It's not special or good, but it's fine. If I really want to change it later, then I'll do so. Because I don't really know what else to put there. And then back here I'll use it as a way to test, well, not really test things out, but generate a ton of cobble. That's what I wanted to say. Duplicate that one out as well, and then shapeless. That's what I needed for this. Thunderstone. Gonna use from a magneton. And what I can now do as well, with all those ores I just mined, I can just dump them all in storage here. And they immediately get pulled out when there's a stack of them in there. And then that gets crushed. Look at the copper getting crushed. Well, we did make huge progress already today, so I am quite happy with myself right now. And now it's some more diggy time. We got a ton of the no shapeless. Hold the tilde key. That one at the bottom left of my screen. The squiggly line, basically. It's that easy. But it's not really explained somewhere, so I get why people are don't know about it. Small tunnel. Yep. Oh, shouldn't just. No, this is fine. So if I put a line here, and then on that, well, it's basically every 3 blocks, right? Yeah, so that would be not there, there. And then 1, 2, 3 over there. I think that's this room on back here. I just want to use for cobble generation, or at least half of it for cobble generation, and then the other half for crushing set cobble generation. We can have 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there. And then like such. Like such. And we're just gonna do this size 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because over there it is like that. Oh, wait. I completely did this side of the room wrong. Wait, well, that's 5. It is correct. And this just line up with that. That should mean that over here. Let's do this correctly here as well. Hi, Zubat. Let's just headbutt it. It's only level 6. There we go. Which would mean that this does need to go back one more. Like such. Clean that. Clean this up. Here. Hit 3. Or 5. 7, 8. Three, 4, 5. Yep. Right there. There, then there. Right there, and then like so. That's one way. And this is 3, so this room is slightly smaller, which is completely fine. I kind of want to see if I can get... Yeah, I can definitely get... there. Lights up there. Like so. To brighten up this room. So, in this pack there is a nice way to generate cobble that doesn't really require a lot of stress from the server, basically. This way is using basins with lava and water inside of them that then poop out onto a belt, and that just infinitely creates cobblestone or stone. And I kind of want to generate enough that I can crush a stack of cobblestone at a time into gravel. Or at least quick enough that it doesn't need to wait too long. So I'll be needing... a ton of resources once again. I am gonna go and put a lot of this stuff into storage. Okay. Get that and get that going. Which I can put in there and to get and aside for a 1-to-1 ratio instead of a 2-to-1 ratio. I do not. Alright. I do think that cobblestone stuff is either gonna be for tomorrow's stream or tonight, depending on how long I'll be playing World of Warcraft for. As well as getting some resources to continue building and all that kind of stuff. I am already very happy with our progress. We made a ton of progress in my opinion. Didn't really get a lot. Of the daily, the Cobblemon daily's done. But that is fine. Although I should have probably cut Linkada, but because I didn't have it yet. Good, Lyrons are 33, that's good. I would just need to get Corvin Knight up. But let's go see if there's someone live we can raid out to. That's currently... Oh, look at that. Don't go see Factorio. What? No. Now, let's go raid Orange Dugan, who raided us 2 days ago. I don't know for how long more they'll be going, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream, YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I'll be back if nothing goes, comes in between tomorrow afternoon. Was fun lurking? Yes, thank you very much for the lurking, Kura. No, that's completely fine. The lurk is always very much appreciated. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. And I'll be back next time. Have a good one, everyone. Goodbye.